intervening in a mindless universe. Mind has not arrived. The whole scene is the scene of life, an unthought idea. The whole scene is intervening in a mindless universe. Its message, the message of deity, is crept through the reluctant hush. This hush was not responding, which was lethargically lying there as it is. It calling the adventure, it called for the adventure of consciousness and joy. So that response which is there, it is now insisting something from here, that it must recall consciousness, joy, and conquering nature's delusion, compelled renewed consent. Renewed consent. Yes, you have to give the consent again and again and again. You can't give up. You can't abandon things and get into the vacant knot. That is not the purpose. Laya is not the purpose of this thing. You have to take things forward, and therefore it is insisting, this eye of deity is insisting a consent from her. Madam, you have to go and do your work, you see, to see and feel. Now, as a result of that, because this insistence, a thought was sown, because this was a mindless universe. This was a mindless universe. In that mindless universe, a thought was sown in the unsounded void, the depth of void which was not plumbed. Into that void, a thought is sown, you see. A sense was born. So what happened to that as a response? A thought was sown, a sense was born, a memory quivered, a soul long dead was moved to live. So all these things happened as a result of that. A thought was sown, a sense was born, a memory quivered, as if a soul long dead were moved to live. They were not there at all. They were compelled to live and taking on. This is what is happening as a result of that response from the other side of boundlessness coming here. See. But the oblivion that succeeds the fall, the oblivion that succeeds the fall, the divine had taken the plunge here and he had fallen into this one. So what happened? Because of that fall, he had forgotten himself completely, oblivion. He has become oblivious of himself. The oblivion that succeeds the fall had blotted. So that oblivion has removed, dissolved, emptied out the past. Whatever had happened earlier, whatever experiences were experienced earlier, they were renewed, had blotted the crowded tablets of the past, and all that were destroyed must be rebuilt. Because the oblivion had destroyed everything, that must be rebuilt. That experience must be lived out once more. You can't help it. You have to undergo through the whole cycle. In fact, this is what happens when you take a new birth. You quickly recapitulate all that you have done in the previous life and then take forward, you see. You have to live through that and then take things forward, you see. And an old experience laboured out once more. In other words, in the new cycle, whatever were the gains of the earlier cycle, they had to be recapitulated and made an asset for your further progress here, you see. And old experience lived out once more. So, a thought was sown, a sense was born, memory quivered, but the oblivion is there in spite of that, and you have to labor out again and do things. Yes, all can be done with the God touch is there. You have to renew it, you have to go through the whole cycle again, but if the God touch is there is no difficulty about that. The God touch is there if you are applying yourself to it, if you are working for it. If you want to simply go back into the vacant knot and disappear, God touch is not going to help you. You have to work, you have to exercise yourself, and then wait for the God touch to arrive. You have to wait for God touch will come, you have to wait for the God touch to arrive. As a result of that aspiration, that deity piercing the dumb, as a result of the God touch, what has happened? The hope steals in. All of the frustration. She wanted to go back into the vacant knot, but now some hope has got kindled here. Some hope. Earth was feeling abandoned in the hollow gulf, as if there is no helping hand for her. But now there is a helping hand for her. God touches there. God's helping hand is there. Amid the night's forlorn indifference. Night's forlorn night is indifferent to all these things. In spite of that, there is a possibility of a hope now working things here in the night. How that hope is working? The hope is an errant marvel. And that errant marvel, that hope, is looking for a place in an alien world. An errant marvel looking for, solicited in an alien world, a place to live. That hope is looking for some place to work here, to live here. Into a far off nook of heaven there came a slow, miraculous, gesture, dim appeal. There is a response from heaven. Far off nook of heaven. It's not here, not very close over earth, but somewhere far off in the skies up there. There came a slow, miraculous, gesture, dim appeal. So the hope which is looking for a place to be here, to see the possibility of its blossoming, sees now some kind of a brightness in the sky and feels happy that it will materialize. Orphaned and driven to speak a home, an errant marvel with no place to live, into a far off nook of heaven, there came a slow, miraculous, gestures, dim appeal. Yes.
Who is the solicited? Who is the solicited?
Errant marvel.
Errant marvel.
Alien marvel is soliciting for a place to live in an alien world.
Because
it has lost its way.
Shraddhavan, she has a book.
Yeah.
You have it, no?
Yeah.
Did you read what she said?
I read that.
Because for her, and it was a surprise for me, but after reading one or two times, I accepted also, like she said. She said the solicited here, it's not.
There are differences.
Adjective, and for her it's the appeal.
Yeah.
And who is like solicited, the appeal as if the appeal was solicited, and
I will read what she says.
different meaning. So look.
Yeah, I know that.
And you read it.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
So what do you think?
This is a rather difficult sentence. The subject of the sentence is an errant marvel.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Errant means wandering, even lost. This marvel has no place to live because it is orphaned. It has lost its parents and its native place. It has been driven out to look for a home. The picture is almost like a little beggar girl who is appealing for help. To solicit means to ask for something. She is an alien world. Our world is a strange place to her. She is timid, shy, fearful. She feels hesitant to ask for anything. She even uses the word hazardous, which suggests danger, as if that lovely lost being is in danger, running some kind of risk, and yet has to appeal for help. In the gesture that she makes, there is an instinctive grace, etc. As if solicited in an errant marvel solicited in an alien world a place to live. That is the simple structure. What is that errant marvel? That hope. See, because he has a hope stolen. It is stealing through all these things. Hope. Into a far off nook of heaven, there came a slow. Now, in response to that, because of the divine response, a slow miraculous gesture, dim appeal. And because of that response, there is the persistent thrill. Persistent thrill of what kind? Of a transfiguring touch, obviously. Means the hope is feeling now persuaded the inert black quiet. The black quietude itself is persuaded by this transfiguring touch. So it's a great thing which is already, and beauty and wonder disturbed the face of God. Means it is beauty and wonder who have walked now, they are running on the face of God, you see, beauty and thrill of because of the transfiguring touch, you see. So all this is happening because of the response from the other side of boundlessness. There was the frustration, earth had given up hope, the force had given up all the hope, she wanted to go into the vacant knot, but the power of evolution is there and it has carried things forward to such an extent that inconscient become ignorance, and the infancy of that whole process touched the finger from the cheek of the mother and said, "Mother, you can't give up, you have to go further up." And in response to that, an eye of deity is coming from the other side and taking things forward, you see. And beauty and wonder disturb the face of God. Beauty and wonder disturb. Now this is what a mother says, the sign of the arrival of the avatar, you see. Sign of the arrival of the avatar, you see.
What disturbed?
Huh?
Disturbed.
Disturbed means stirred up. Disturbed not in the negative sense, in the positive. Means there was a muteness, there was a quiet, there was a deadness in that, but some kind of an activity got introduced. Disturbed is a very positive word here.
Yeah.
A wandering hand, a pale enchanted light. Hand, whose hand? Of that deity.
The avatar, what avatar is?
Huh?
The avatar, when you say this is the arrival of the avatar.
Yeah, it's a sign.
What avatar?
No, that is not going to describe. It is the sign of the arrival of the avatar. Some kind of a divine incarnation is about to take place.
It's like it's not yet there. It's an announcement. It will come.
No, you see, this is in the general sense that the divine is going to appear here. That is all it means, you see here. It does not say Rama or Krishna or Christ or Shivandu or anything. No, not that. Avatar, the divine appearance, divine incarnation in the mortal world. In this difficult situation, it is the appearance of the divine, that is the avatarhood, you see. You see, I mean, according to the tradition, the very first avatar is the avatar in the form of a fish, Matsya. Vishnu's first avatar is fish. That itself is a divine event, big event, you see. And the whole parable of evolution is in that 10 avatars of Vishnu, Dashavatar, 10 avatars of Vishnu. A wandering hand of pale enchanted light that glowed along a fading moments of ring, that deity, fixed with gold panel and opalescent hinge, a gate of dream. So what has that hand done? That hand has fixed a gate of dreams. And that gate is ajar on mystery's birth, is open to the mystery's birth. That is what the hand of deity has done, you see. So you see, the whole thing is very systematically developed. There was frustration, there was no hope at all, and then something got stirred, and then there is the response from the other side, and everything which was lost into oblivion is recovered, and all can be done. If the God touch is there, that things can be carried forward from this point onward. A gate of dreams. I had told you about all that gold panel, etc. We had a long discussion about it, you see. We will not go into that thing. One loosened corner, windowing, hidden thing. For the world's blind immensity to sight. World is blind, world cannot see, but that hand has opened the gate and it is forcing you to see. Look through that window, what marvels are present, what greatnesses are present. A gate of dreams, ajar on mystery's words. One loosened corner, windowing hidden thing. For the world's blind immensity to sight. The darkness pale, obviously. That is the greatness which has happened. So that is what the hand of deity has done. Then to the palliative, the same at first, hardly enough for a trickle from the sun's. He says from the sun, a little opening was made, and that opening was so small that it could hardly receive all that the suns are trying to pour to them. It is only trickling. Sun, sun of beauty, sun of joy, sun of love, sun of sweetness. All those suns, they are trying to pour something on this creation, and that outpour the revelation and the flame, outpour the revelation and the flame. Mother says definitely this is the sign of the avatars coming, revelation and flame. The brief perpetual sign recurred above. What is the sign telling you? What is the sign telling you? The sign is telling you that there is going to be the revelation and the flame. The revelation and the flame is going to appear. Recurred above, constantly it is appearing, blazing. The sun is blazing in the sky constantly. The brief perpetual sign recurred above in the sky. Now this is the sign of the coming of the avatar already. It means that yes, he is bound to come now. Soon he will come. Soon he will come here.